This is Tammy with Bar R Barn Quilts. The barn quilt I'm doing this time is a 1x1 plywood. It is called Fall Foliage. I am cutting the boards down. Once I get them cut down on the table saw, I'll move over to the miter saw and get them into a 1x1 board. I use 80 grit sandpaper. I will sand all the edges, the sides, and the top of the board that I will actually be painting on. Once I get finished with everything, cleanup is key. I moved up to my painting room and I am now priming the board. The primer is gray because I tinted it. It did start out white. I just prefer to paint on gray. The Fall Foliage barn quilt is a 6x6 grid pattern, so I'm drawing out the grid pattern now. Once I get done drawing the grid pattern, I will then, off the image, add and subtract lines to get the design that I'm desiring. And then once I get the design, I will then go back and paint primer over the lines that I have eliminated. With this primer, I have found that painting the eliminated lines allows for them to basically disappear once you start painting the color paint on top of them. As usual, as soon as I begin, I make a mistake. That is why they invented primer and erasers and sandpaper. So if you make mistakes, you can fix them. So I started with red and didn't even pay attention, and I painted right into another image. So once I did this, I guess got the red on, and I went and painted brown. At some point in time, I just took primer and painted over the mistake. And then once I get done painting the first coat, I'll go back and do a second coat on the red and the brown leaf. Now that we have 2 coats on the red and the brown leaf, I have moved on to green. And I don't know what it was with this pattern. It was not that difficult, but as you will see here in a minute, I mess up again. I paint into another part of an image that's not supposed to be green. Like I said, primer is God. Sandpaper is God. Erasers are God, because God had to invent them for people like me who's an idiot and can't follow patterns. That's just how life is. So here in a second, you'll see that I have to fix my mistake. I'll get the green done. I'll move on to the orange. Once that mistake dried, I did get primer on it, and it was able to disappear from the board. Now that green has 2 coats on it, the mistake has primer on it, and I'll move on to the orange leaf. I'm putting a second coat on the orange leaf. I am then going to go back and put a third coat on all of the leaves and do touch-ups. Now that everything is painted as far as the leaves, I am moving on to the stems. The last color to be added is white, which I call the outside color. Once I get the white on, I think I do put a total of 3 coats of white on there with touch-ups. Right here is where I made the mistake with the green, and once you get the white on there, that primer really covered the mistake. So once you get the white on, the 2 to 3 coats that I did put on there, you can't even tell it. I am now applying the second coat of white. You can really tell with that second coat how everything kind of gets finished off. I do go back, like I said earlier, and I did touch-ups, but I might have done a 3 coat in some of the places. If you're interested in getting a barn quilt like this made, or any others, I do 1x1s all the way up through 4x4s. You can contact me at the information at the end of this video through Facebook, Instagram, or on my email address. And thanks for watching. Love you.